Look at all these citizens wandering about in the day, all because their precious Caesar approaches.
His sway with the populace is frightening, Marcellus. We must try to disperse this mob at once.
You there, with the hammer! Why do you wear your best toga round? What's your trade?
Cobbler, sir. The mender of souls. I wear my best clothes because our Caesar brings back a great triumph for the people of Rome.
How soon you plebs forget! While not long ago you had praised Pompey on the saint return, but now you praise his killer. Begone, foul man! Marcellus, go through the streets of Capitoline and remove any crowns placed on the statues of Caesar. I will attempt to disperse this crowd.
Aye, my lord.
Beware the Ides, Caesar, beware the Ides.
Who doth call Caesar? Step forth and show thyself.
It is I, the soothsayer. I have come to advise you to beware the Ides of March, Caesar.
Poppycock, you are nothing more than a fortune cookie in a toga. And I, the most beloved man in all of Rome. I have nothing to fear from the constructs of man. Now come, entourage. Let us continue on our way.
What troubles you, Brutus? You have not been yourself as of late, and I fear that it is for some ill I have done you.
Fear not, dear Cassius, for it is only conflicting thoughts in my head that make me ill, not your friendship.
Come on, Brutus, you're the man. Everybody loves you.
It sounds like a crowd wants Caesar to be their king, the first since my forefathers established the Republic 500 years ago. It's not that I don't love Caesar, it's just I love the Republic more.
I too do not see why we should bow before this man. He doth bestride the narrow world like a colossus, and we petty men walk under his legs and peep about to find ourselves dishonorable graves. But we should not blame this situation on fate. The fault, dear Brutus, lies not in our stars, but in ourselves. Upon what meat doth this our Caesar feed that he is grown so great? None. If said together, the names Caesar and Brutus both sound equally as great.
I will consider your words, Cassius. It's unfortunate to be a citizen of Rome in such trying times, but silence, Caesar approaches.
Doesn't Cassius look restless? Careful, Antony, his kind are dangerous. He takes no enjoyment in the arts, but instead reads and thinks all the time. Men of his sort are never satisfied with men greater than them. Come to my right side, Antony, and tell me what you think of him.
What brings you out this late at night?
We've come to see you, noble Brutus. Have you reached a decision about Caesar?
I have. As unfortunate as it is, he must be exterminated. My love of Caesar does not exceed my love of Rome, and she and her people must be protected from tyranny.
It is settled then. But what of Mark Antony? He is Caesar's most trusted ally, and could prove to be a thorn in our sides. If we kill Caesar, surely Antony must too be slain.
No, our plan is not to seek a massacre, but instead to protect Rome from those who wish to oppress her. If we were to kill Antony as well, our cause would go astray. Were we able to destroy Caesar's spear without killing the man, we would. Alas, it cannot be done. We must strike bravely, but not viciously.
Then it is settled. Decius will ensure that Caesar is present at the Capitol tomorrow. Tomorrow, Caesar shall fall. But now we must depart, as to not draw suspicion to our plans. Farewell, dear Brutus.
And you, Cassius, let us ensure the freedom of the Republic by eliminating the tyrant.
Caesar, I told you to beware the Ides.
No more! No more of this heretic nonsense!
But Caesar! No!
Now, onto the order of business. Why have we gathered here today? No, Caesar doth not wrong, nor without cause will he be satisfied.
I would like to ask you a favor, Caesar. Metellus, our fellow senator, has a brother who was banished from Rome. We beseech you to let him return.
Why was he exiled?
The courts found him guilty of some crime which he surely did not commit.
If the courts found him guilty, then there is no reason for me to allow him to return.
Please, my liege, we beg of you, for the sake of Metellus, allow his brother to return.
I will not change my mind. I am as constant as the north wind.
Will you have no pity?
It would be easier for you to lift up the great Mount Olympus than to bend the will of Caesar.
Pompous cur! You think yourself god of men, and yet you are still mortal.
Tu brute, then fall, Caesar.
If Antony is allowed to speak, he will surely sway the crowds against us. He is still a threat to us, Brutus. Do not forget that.
You have a point, but allowing Antony to speak will show the people that we have no ill will towards the followers of Caesar. I will speak before Antony, giving our reasons for killing Caesar as a preface. The crowd will be so moved that they will not heed Antony if he betrays us.
I hope you know what you are doing.
Come, Antony, and bring the body of Caesar. You shall speak on behalf of your fallen friend.
Almighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Are all thy conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils shrunk to this little measure? Forgive me, Caesar, for being gentle with your murderers. What an unworthy fate you have suffered. Thou art the ruins of the noblest man that ever lived in the tide of times. Surely your death will cause civil strife among the Romans, as your spirit shall cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war.
Romans, countrymen, and lovers, hear me for my cause, and be silent that you may hear. We have slain your Caesar this day, but do not think that we do it out of anger or envy. Caesar was ambitious and was looking to become king of all of you. We have killed him to protect your freedom. We did so honorably. We thought only of the common good, about you, populace, and not ourselves. I see on your faces that I have offended none of you by my speech. Now that I have spoken my cause, I let Antony give the last rites to his friend Caesar. See that we have no ill will towards the friends and supporters of the tyrant. I will now leave you to him.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, give me your attention. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The noble Brutus said that Caesar was ambitious, and this is true. He was, however, a great Roman. He conquered much, brought back great wealth, and shared it with this city. Is this ambition? When you cried, he cried. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. When I offered him a crown a few days ago, he refused. Was this ambition? You all loved Caesar once. Has anything changed, good citizens? Kill the conspirators!
Caesar must be avenged!
Hunt them down and kill them all!
Ah, so you've arrived, Octavian. I was afraid that Caesar's heir would not be able to make it without incident.
And yet here I am, Antony. The crowds gave me no trouble. They seem to have been swayed by your speech, hunting down anyone thought to be involved with the conspiracy to kill my uncle.
A fortunate stroke for us. The fewer conspirators we must hunt down, the sooner we can confront Brutus and Cassius. But first, we must devise a plan. I suggest we investigate Caesar's will carefully to see if we can draw funds for our army.
Indeed, if we are to defeat Brutus and Cassius, we will need to conscript a great many legionnaires. Is there any word about where the traitors have fled to?
They have set up camp near Philippi. It is there we will confront them and end their bid for power. avenging your Uncle Caesar.
Brutus, are you in here?
Ah, you have finally arrived with your army, Cassius.
Why did you condemn one of my men for taking bribes? I sent you many letters asking you to spare him. He was my friend, Brutus.
Have you forgotten why we killed Caesar in the first place? To be honorable and prevent this sort of corruption?
Do not talk down to me, Brutus. I know why we killed Caesar. I stabbed him just as much as you did. Do you question my motives?
Put your sword away, Cassius. Now is not the time to turn on one another. I have just received word that Antony and Octavian's armies march here to Philippi.
They come so soon? If they are so eager to die, then we should give them what they want.
Our armies are assembled, Antony. Why don't we strike and surprise them by making the first move?
Don't be so anxious, Caesar. We shall sally forth and engage them in parley.
It appears that Antony and Octavian wish to talk before we crush their armies.
Let's go see what they want. Words before fighting? Is that how it is, countrymen?
Not that we love words more than fighting, like you do.
Good words are better than bad strokes, Octavian.
You give such rousing speeches. Think of the hole in Caesar's heart when you proclaimed, "Hail Caesar, long live Caesar."
Your words are as sweet as honey, Antony.
You will soon feel my sting.
Let's remember why we are here, gentlemen. The traitors of the Republic must be eliminated. And that's what we intend to accomplish. If you come to challenge our might, then show us that you can put up more than a fight than Pompey's killer.
Caesar's death will be avenged. I will not lay down my sword until another Caesar kills the true traitors.
So be it. May battle be joined. If we lose, Brutus, will you allow yourself to be paraded through the streets of Rome as a captive?
I will not. We must finish the work we began on the Ides of March. Now go, Cassius, and lead your army well. If one of us dies in the struggle, then farewell forever.
Farewell forever.
My liege, our line has crumbled and Antony's troops march closer by the minute. What will you have us do?
All hope is lost. Antony and Octavian will surely not spare those who surrender. Go and die in whatever way you choose.
But perhaps there's still hope for escape. Goodbye, my liege.
My troops flee like cowards. Surely the gods have not chosen the side of honor. And here come the troops of Antony to capture and parade me through Rome like a barbarian. Forgive me, dear Brutus, for I have failed you and Rome.
Caesar has been avenged by the very sword that killed him.
My army is crushed, my cause lost. I still die honorably by my own sword. Caesar, may you now lie still. Your spirit was even more potent in death than in life. But your vengeance has now been exacted. May the gods have mercy.
Here he lays, the man able to stir the hearts of the crowd, the killer of Caesar. This was the noblest Roman of them all. Of all the conspirators, he alone killed out of common good, not personal gain. His life was gentle, and the elements so mixed in him that nature might stand up and say to all the world, "This was a man."
Bitchin'.